some people drip, there's like, it's a faucet, it's a drip, and you can slowly get closer and closer. But I feel like my life has been huge pivots, big pivots, if that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah.
Like whenever I was a senior in high school, my parents had just separated and my grandmother moved in with my mom and I. My brother had already gone to college. And she had breast cancer. She was put on hospice. Her lungs were filling up with fluid. So she was passing away. It sounds very awful. And it was. But the beauty in that and just how Jesus literally showed me so much grace in that situation, because my dad had moved out, I think 2 weeks prior to her moving in. Is that I could hear her dying prayers every night, because she had to set up in the living room and sit in a chair so she could breathe. And I'm like, I know this sounds crazy, but I still don't understand. I mean, I do understand, but I don't understand how I heard them so well. Like, how did the noise travel to my room? So I heard that, and I would literally take a pillow. I was such a brat. Take a pillow to my ears. Like, I want to go to sleep, but no, I heard her.
Do you remember any of them, what they were?
I don't remember. That's interesting to me, because I don't remember the context, but I do remember how intentional she was. Her brain was her mind was so good until she passed away. And she would pray so intentionally for so many people for so long.
Wow.
And it was just such a beautiful thing in a very dark situation. And when I just felt like a lot of hope in my life was lost whenever my family was breaking up. And then my mother is great also, but my grandmother was always, grandmas and their prayers, always so sweet and very impactful. And this woman who is like this sweet little Pentecostal lady with her hair in a bun, just love the Lord. That person in my life was dying, and it sounds tragic, and it was, but that's crazy that God's grace his hand was so over that.
Yeah.
So whenever I was trying to grasp onto the knowledge, I could always, whenever doubts would fill my head, I could always remember, like, there's something about like dying well, that dying with grace. There was just something about her that I couldn't get over and I couldn't get past when everything else looked really dark. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. So that's a big pivot.
That is a big
movement.
Big pivot. So I feel like my life has kind of been big pivots, big onion layers. And I hope that whenever I'm 80, I can look back and say there was a lot more layers.
Yeah.
Just keep peeling